Welcome you all to my channel. I am A. Dhanasekar from Mettur. Dear students, today we will discuss about NEET series part 6. In this video, we discuss question number 6 and question number 7 at top 15 naming reaction in carbonyl compounds. Let us enter the topic. Students, first we draw the table like this manner and list out the reactant, catalyst and product for the two reactions, namely Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction. The both reactions takes place in carbonyl compound like aldehydes and ketones. These two carbonyl compounds undergoes to these types of reduction. We get alkanes as the product. Here we use zinc amalgam, that is zinc dissolved in mercury with concentrate HCl, or hydrazine with sodium ethoxide as a catalyst. Now we see one by one. First one, Clemmensen reduction. When aldehydes and ketones undergoes to reduction in presence of zinc and mercury and concentrated HCl, we get alkanes. This reaction is known as Clemmensen reduction. Here the carbonyl group, that is CO, having two bonds, each bond containing two electrons, that is first electron and second electron between these two atoms, that is carbon and oxygen. On reduction, zinc amalgam and Con HCl produces 4 hydrogens. These 4 nascent hydrogens, which have high energy, to attack the carbonyl bond, homolytic cleavage may happen. Resulting this homolytic cleavage, we get the electrons between carbon and oxygen goes to this type of migration. One bond undergoes to fragment to forms two half bonds, and then the 4 hydrogens approaching these atoms, we get, that is CH and OH bonds will be formed. After that, further 2 hydrogens from these 4, we get this 2 hydrogen again combined with this COH group. We get this type of bond breaking may happen. Then 2 hydrogen goes to this type of approaching. We get this 2 H's and 1 O produces water. After that, we get CH2. The net reaction is the double bond between carbon and oxygen is reduced to CH2. Next, we move to Wolff-Kishner reduction. In this case, aldehydes and ketones undergoes to reduction in presence of base like hydrazine, NH2, single bond NH2, and sodium ethoxide, that is C2H5ONa. We get similar product, that is RCH3 and RCH2R. These two carbonyl groups undergoes to reduction, that is hydrogenation. We get this type of product called alkane. In Wolff-Kishner reduction, this hydrazine and sodium ethoxide are a strong base. At Clemmensen reduction, we made an acidic medium. In Wolff-Kishner reduction, we carried out the reaction in basic medium. Now, the competition between Clemmensen and Wolff-Kishner reduction. Now we see the difference between Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction. Clemmensen reduction, we have used concentrated HCl and zinc amalgam. By using this catalyst, the activity of metallic zinc is considerably low value on comparing with zinc amalgam. So we introduce the zinc amalgam in presence of concentrated HCl. So the net medium converted into acidic. At the same time, in Wolff-Kishner reduction, we have used sodium ethoxide and hydrazine. So this is the strong base combination. And move to second one. In Clemmensen reduction, we have used mercury. So high cost of mercury, we recommend the Clemmensen reduction carried out in the laboratory. So it is a laboratory method. But in Wolff-Kishner reduction, there is no problem to use mercury. So hydrazine and sodium ethoxide are comparatively low price regarding mercury. So large amount of alkanes produced in industries at Wolff-Kishner method. And third one, high cost of mercury, the Clemmensen reduction is the laboratory method. And fourth one, in Clemmensen reduction, the electron transfer maybe takes place, but Wolff-Kishner, there is no electron transfer. And fifth one, the separation of intermediate is required in Wolff-Kishner reduction. At the same time, in Clemmensen reduction, the separation of intermediate is not necessary. Clemmensen reduction carried out in normal temperature, but Wolff-Kishner greater than 200 degrees Celsius will be required. There is many side reactions possible in Clemmensen reduction, but Wolff-Kishner, we separate the intermediate, that is hydrazone, and further it goes to hydrolysis, we get Wolff-Kishner product, that is alkane. Hydrazones are converted into alkanes. And final one, this is the important point. In Clemmensen reduction, all type of carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes, ketones, esters, amides, amines, etc., all are converted into CH2 group in Clemmensen method. But in Wolff-Kishner, amide and esters does not reduce carbonyl group to CH2 group. And last one, both methods does not reduces carboxylic acid group, that is COOH does not reduced by this both methods. So the carboxylic acids reduced by soda lime, that is sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide mixture reduces carboxylic acids by the elimination of CO2. I hope you understand this topic. Please subscribe my channel for more update and click the bell icon.